Yo, what's up? Um, Here's a tutorial. It's like how to make a jackzebra type beat. Um, I mean like jackzebra has like lots of different types of beats that you hop on. Mainly like depends on the producer, but um, I definitely think he would hop on this type of beat. So I'll play the beat first. Just yeah, have a listen.
I hate Mondays.
Yeah, so that's basically that. It's pretty it's pretty good, I would say. And honestly, it's like it's really simple. First I will go into the chords. So I kept it simple. It's literally just FL keys, default preset. Like really, if it's a piano on like any kind of beat, you really don't need any good piano plugin. But like you can have a nicer one if it's more prominent in the track. But here are the chords. I kind of just put these out on a like I literally just put them out. Um, so they're kind of like sort of like fantasy chords. They're like very I don't even know what you call it, but realistically with making chords, you want to have it descending or ascending. Like this is basically going down slowly and then it resolves upwards. I think so, unless maybe it's actually just going down. I don't know, but yeah, you kind of want a direction with the chords, and then just basically play around, get your chords sounding a certain way, and then you're kind of just building your melody around that. Um, yeah, a lot of Jack Zebra songs are very what do you call it? They're like fantasy, like Final Fantasy type of melodies. Um, yeah, but yeah. Yes, that was literally that. That's like a very low layer. Then I've got this serum preset that I made actually myself. It's like an arpeggiated like pluck. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but you could use pad for this or yeah, any kind of pluck. Just to add another layer, I guess. This kind of adds a rhythm to it. So exact same chords. It's just arpeggiated, so it's playing. I think that just like keeps playing the chord. You could, I guess, like make a pluck off the chords, like just one, two, three, like sort of thing. But yeah, just kind of do what feels right. Play around with it. That's kind of how you get better at this sort of stuff. But yeah, here's the piano layer. Um, so it is a mini grand preset ballad piano. Again, you could just use FL keys or any stock piano. Um, it's put up high. It's literally following the chords. If I grab this, um, go like that, and then put it in here, you will probably see. And then I put it down, obviously. Um, it's kind of just going up and down through between the chords. Um, it's really not very complicated. It's just you find a couple chord notes you want to play off and have notes go in between it, up and down, sort of just play around, you know. Next is this lead. This is literally super simple. It's just a triangle. There's mixing, obviously, of course, to make it sound how I want, but here's it. It's the exact same thing, just repeating, and I have it going downwards, kind of following how the chords go down. This again is built off the chords, I'm pretty sure. And it's just kind of, with these leads, you kind of want them just playing around a few keys and then veering off slightly. Like it goes up, but it's going up, up, down, sort of, and you can kind of see. And so you just want to follow that basically, to get your lead sounding right. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And then literally, simplest thing ever, just strings. This is following, I'm pretty sure, the root note or one of the higher notes of the chords. Everything is based off the chords. That is kind of how it is with this sort of beat. I will go into the mixing of these. Let's go to the piano. Piano, reverb, more convolver, but it's reverb. I boost the highs really, but I don't think that would really matter either way. Yeah, it really does not change anything. Stereo separated a bit to make it more ambient, I guess. Yeah, really nothing going on there. This one is I'm not even using that. This is Uzumaki. This is like a distortion, like lo-fi plugin. You could use any bit crusher or anything like that, really. It's kind of trying to make it more like, I guess, kind of like a video game, but not really. This EQ is to take out some of these high frequencies, so it's a bit more mellow. This is a bit of a silly plugin, kind of more bit crushing, and I'm not sure what that does, but yeah, making it more lo-fi, and then again, taking those lows out, the highs out. Stereo separated, pretty simple. This piano is also heavily bit crushed. I've got a delay on everything really. Super helpful. Reverb, the wet is turned up a lot and it's separated. It's literally this default preset, but yeah. EQ, bringing the highs up because this is a higher piano. This is a bit crushing plugin. I'm just turning the sample rate down or up. I don't know. But yeah, same sort of thing. Delay again, and then taking that higher frequency down. And then stereo separating it. The lead is, what do I got? This another bit crushing plugin. It will reduce the bandwidth and the bit rate. Like realistically, it depends on what sound you're going for in your beat. I was kind of going for a more like, I guess, ambient and like, kind of like Undertale, I would say, like that kind of video game soundtrack sound. And so that's why I've kind of bit crushed everything. But you kind of just want all your sounds to mesh well. This is a delay plugin that I was using to add stereo to it, like depth. Reverb, high wet, lowered the dry a little bit. Stereo separated, pretty simple. EQ and sound goodizer to make it a bit more prominent, saturate it. Lastly is the strings. This one. Oh, the strings are just expand big soft strings. EQ cutting the really high because I felt it was like too noticeable. The strings I'm just trying to keep them in the background with this. Stereo enhancer. Uzumaki again, it's what do you call it? Like bit crushing it basically. Um, it's only slightly on, but that's just to add obviously to the cohesion of the track. Delay, not really necessary. And then just 2 reverbs, which is probably necessary. And that's pretty much that for the melody. If I put it just to the melody, let's go. Yeah, that's the whole melody. And then drums. Drums are very simple. Literally just plug drums like you would do for any sort of plug music. Yeah, because jackzebra is obviously plug music. You can always do interesting stuff with the drums, but you don't really need to. What is this? A snare? What? Let's see. Pattern. It's yeah, just a snare really following with the clap. Clap super standard. Every what do you call it? This is playing with the snare basically. What do you call it? Yeah, this one and then that one. Hi-hats, simple enough. Just following the rhythm of the drums and the melody. You can do the high stuff and mess with the velocity, just make them interesting. Because if you don't really mess with the velocity and do that sort of stuff, it does kind of leave the drum sounding dry. You could also just add more perks, and that would probably have the same effect. But yeah, just simple perk and a rim. Yeah, nothing really special going on there. Oh, this one. Wait, no, it's. Did I put it on? I think I put extras on this track. Yeah, I put on another snare, which is also regular plug snare, like hitting these ones. And then this one, just metallic sounds. Yeah, but kind of just following the rhythm of everything. 808. Then again, following the root notes. Yeah. Trying to keep speed and rhythm in it. But simple 808s. This is literally this is unnecessary. You could just have it like this. It'd be just as good, but it does kind of make it for a harder drop. Literally it's following the root note, and then the next root note was I think a B, and so I've just had this one transitioning through. Or the root note might have been E, I don't know, something like that. But it's just kind of following along, adding some flow to it, and then yeah, it's really not complicated. That's the drums and the 808s here. Yeah. The 808s are very loud, I would say. Basically velocity maxed. I mean, you could just turn the volume up, but velocity maxed, obviously the square, and the mixing on the 808 is I literally just boost the lows to because you've got a soft clipper on the master, which has that kind of distorted sound to it when you play it with the melody, and it just kind of makes the track sound full. You could definitely have the 808s a lot lower if you wanted to. Like if I play like this. But I did just decide to have the 808s sounding more prominent. Because it does kind of add to the depth to it and make it kind of more dramatic. But yeah, that's literally pretty much it. arrangement, everything's pretty simple. Just following through. There's a slower section here. Yeah, just kind of do whatever you feel. The drop, not really anything special, just a bunch of effects. Yeah, it's kind of just layer effects like you would normally do. Tagged it. This is a swoosh, hat tick. The drop, impacts, crash, hat rolls, sort of. It's just regular plug stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed and learned something.